Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon LeafGreen. I am MrEnvelope, and today we're going to continue where we left off last time, except before we go inside of that spooky Mount Moon, we're going to go in the Pokemon Center and heal up. There's a couple interesting things about this Pokemon Center that I would like to point out and show you guys, because one thing that I really like about Pokemon is, like, people say it's not very story-driven, like, there's not a plot going on, and I feel like that's true, especially for like the first 3 games. Maybe the first 2. But over here, if we talk to this old man, Team Rocket attacks Cerulean citizens. Not a day goes by without Team Rocket being in the news. This is our first instance of dealing with Team Rocket. Just knowing that they're obviously bad, and that old man is sad about them. Hello there, laddie. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a secret Pokemon, a Magikarp, for just $500. So you'll buy it, am I right? No! Well, I gotta say, it's a pretty good deal, $500 for a Pokemon that will potentially be a very good one. I'm gonna say no to that. We can catch Magikarps anytime we want later on. But like I was saying about the story, there's a bit of story actually going on in this whole Pokemon world, but you just gotta talk to the people, you know? That's something people don't do. And to be fair, it is kind of intimidating considering that there's people everywhere, and a lot of them don't really say anything important. Like that chick. But, you know, there is stuff going on. He's not just tough. People like and respect him. I want to become a gym leader to like him. Oh, that's so great. But anyways, guys, we're going to go inside of Mount Moon right here. Mount Moon is probably the only dungeon that really gave me trouble when I was a kid. Going through it now, I'm like, how could I ever get lost in here? But yeah, this is Mount Moon, guys. It's very creepy. It's very well lit. That's something that you'll appreciate later on. But yeah, this is Mount Moon. I'm trying not to move around because everywhere you can walk in this cave, a Pokemon has a chance of appearing. Everywhere is basically tall grass. And this is where people started to really dislike Zubats because Mount Moon has tons of Zubats in it. They are the highest encountered rated Pokemon in the dungeon. And there's a trainer right there. Also, this place is just littered with trainers that we're going to have to fight. And here we go, our first Zubat that we encounter. Go Wartortle. Now, I gotta say, guys, there's a Pokemon that I want to fight, or I want to catch, in Mount Moon. But I haven't done too much training with Wartortle. You can see he's the same level. I didn't do any off-screen training like I said I was gonna. That's because I want to catch this Pokemon. I want to bring him back to those trainers, train him up a bit so he can at least be, you know, kind of up there with Wartortle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this item right here, TM09 Bullet Seed, and I'm going to do my absolute best to catch this Pokemon as quickly as possible because the Pokemon I'm trying to catch is very, very rare in Mount Moon. So here we go. Oh my god! I found it! We're on a half hour of recording. I'm so out of it. I almost wasn't paying attention. Oh, there it is! It's Clefairy! We're gonna catch a Clefairy! Hopefully I don't kill it. Oh, I just realized I could kill that. Okay, whew. Whew, my goodness. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Okay, this Clefairy... Uh-oh, I can't attack no more, otherwise I'll kill it. Maybe, I think. So, this Pokemon Clefairy is a normal type. In later games, it also becomes a Fairy-type Pokemon, which is new in the 6th generation. Oh, this one's level 8. It's a female. It has Cute Charm for its ability. As you saw, it made my Wartortle fall in love. Meaning that sometimes, I won't be able to attack. If I try to, it'll be like I'm immobilized by love. Which is pretty darn adorable. But anyways, yes. Oh, and that only works on the opposite gender. Okay, I feel like I should try to do one more tackle. If I do another type of attack, I think I'll kill it. Oh, see? Can't even attack. And as you saw, I didn't get to choose my attack either because... There you go. Clefairy gave me an Encore, which means I have to use the same move if... You know, I can. Without the immobilization and stuff. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I only have 5 Pokeballs. Why didn't I prepare for this, guys? Come on. Yes! I was so nervous. I didn't realize that there's a chance that I'd run out of Pokeballs and I wouldn't catch it. Clefairy's data was added to the Pokedex. With its magical and cute appeal, it has many admirers. It is rare and found only in certain areas. That's not wrong. I spent a half hour trying to catch this thing. That is crazy. It's 2 feet tall, 16 pounds. And it's the fairy Pokemon. Give a nickname to Clefairy. Now, I have a name for Clefairy, but I'm going to wait till we evolve it. Okay? Okay. Alright, let's give Clefairy another look-see. Oh, it's not holding anything. Clefairies have a 5% chance of holding a Leppa Berry and like a 1% chance of holding a Moonstone. Something like that. It has a relaxed nature. I'm pretty sure that's one of those natures that doesn't really up or lower anything, which is pretty interesting, but I'm not sure if that's the right one. Cute Charm infatuates on contact, which means I think we have to attack it with a physical attack. And then if we're the opposite gender... No, if we get attacked by a Pokemon of the opposite gender by a physical attack, then we have the chance of making the opponent fall in love with us. And yeah, its stats are pretty meh. Clefairy is honestly not the best Pokemon, but I really like Clefairies, and I wanted to catch one and use it on my team. I've used Clefairies before, but I haven't used one in a long time, so that's why I think it's okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use Clefairy in a couple battles, try to level her up. I will meet you guys back once I get some decent progress done, and yeah, I gotta get this recording cut a little bit so it's not like a giant massive file. I'll see you guys in a second. What the heck? So I was doing my training. I wanted to take out some of the trainers in Mount Moon, and I found a shiny Zubat. If you guys don't know, I didn't think we'd actually encounter a shiny in this Let's Play. A shiny Pokemon is like a 1 in like 8,000 chance of happening. It's when a Pokemon is miscolored. It's not like a bug or anything, it's intentional. Each Pokemon has a shiny form. But they're incredibly rare, and my god, I did not think we'd encounter a shiny Pokemon. I don't think I'm going to use Zubat still. Or maybe I will now. We caught it. I'm sorry I wasn't recording before. I just figured I'm going to be doing some off-screen training and nothing will happen. Anyways, it forms colonies in perpetually dark places and uses its ultrasonic waves to identify and approach targets. Like a bat. Give a nickname to Zubat? I don't know. I wasn't planning on this happening. But yeah, as you guys can see... Actually, let's check the Pokedex. This'll show you guys for show. If we go through our Pokedex and we find Zubat, here we go, it's Poison Flying type. It's going to show us what a Zubat looks like, right? You know, blue. But this Zubat that we have, it's green. And it has a little star up underneath its gender. That is crazy. Oh, I might need to actually... use Zubat. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Zubat, but I think I might need to use Zubat. But as you guys can see, Clefairy is level 15. I'm going to try to get out of here really quick. There we go. Yeah, Clefairy's level 15. She's done all of her training. I need to heal up really quick. You guys, I don't know what to do. I'm so torn. Because I wanted to catch a different poison-type Pokemon, but I don't think we're going to probably do that now if we have a, you know, Zubat. Oh my god. You know what, I'll probably just end up using Zubat. There's nothing wrong with Zubat except for one flaw that we'll come across later. Nothing we can't get, deal with now, but I guess I'm gonna train up Zubat a little bit. There's a bit of work I need to do still in Mount Moon, so we can travel through it easier. Yeah, I'll meet you guys back when Zubat's probably, like, level 10. Or maybe 12, I don't know. I'll see you guys in a sec. I'll stand right here. No, I'll stand right here. Alrighty, guys. That is pretty incredible. I did not think we would catch a shiny Pokemon, as I said already. Right here, I'm going to spray some Repel so we don't walk into any wild Pokemon, because honestly, I'm done with them. Trying to catch Clefairy was really, really tricky. It took a long time, and then we finally catch her. I go to do some off-screen training, and we see the wild Zubat. Oh, Zubat's too weak a level, that's why Repel's not working. But check this out, guys. We send out our Zubat. Sparkle! Isn't that awesome? So cool. I'm gonna probably move Zubat. I'll have to do some crazy off-screen training for Zubat. He is way too weak. I tried to do a couple battles with him, and no. He is not good. At least not right now. He has a great potential to be a great Pokemon. Like, don't get me wrong, I love using Zubats and stuff, but, anyways, let's go ahead and continue exploring Mount Moon. We'll go down that ladder in a second. Down here, there's a couple trainers. I already fought them, just because, you know, they'll be kind of in the way if we have to, like, stop every couple minutes to battle a trainer, heal our Pokemon, use a repel. And I just wanted to do some exploring. There's tons of items in Mount Moon, as you saw right there. There was a potion back there, a rare candy right here. Rare candies are great items. They will level up your Pokemon by a whole level, but they are extremely rare and you cannot buy them. We also have an escape rope right here, pretty handy. I like to carry a few of those on me. They let you leave wherever you are inside of a dungeon to the entrance, which is pretty good if you're like in a really bad situation. Hi, I'm excavating for fossils here under Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock of Pewter Gym lends me a hand. That's right, I forgot. Mount Moon is apparently full of fossils. There's a lot of crazy things going on in Mount Moon. You could pick it up from a bunch of the NPCs around here. Like that guy said, there were fossils. If you remember back at the museum, there were also, you know, the fossils for Mount Moon there. You know, a lot of people are saying, like, magical Pokemon live here. I think they're talking about Clefairy in that sense, because Clefairy is the main Pokemon of Mount Moon. That's why they're so rare, but, you know, this is the only place you can catch them. And I really wanted one, even though it took forever. I know there's some hidden items in these pathways and stuff, so I'm going to try to talk to some of these rocks. I'm pressing A, by the way, to interact with them. I guess there's not, but right here is a guy in gray. Or black. I think he's in black. We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. That's right, guys. Team Rocket is hanging around Mount Moon. This is our personal first time dealing with Team Rocket. We've never had to encounter them before, but now one of their little grunt members is challenging us to a battle. And I gotta say, Team Rocket is one of my favorite villain groups of the Pokemon game, because in every Pokemon region, whatever, there's like a group of bad guys. For the first two games, it's Team Rocket, but then it turns into, you know, Team Aqua, Team Magma, and then it's Team Plasma, the other team, and then, you know, the team after that. There's a lot of different teams. Team Rocket's my favorite. They are, you know, the dorkiest ones, I feel like. Just because, you know, they're not a threat. They're not a threat to whoever when you're playing the game, obviously, because they're not that strong. They usually have really weak Pokemon, but what I really like about Team Rocket is like all of their backstory that you get from the first game and the second game. Because there is like a bit of stuff actually going on, and my favorite like Pokemon theories come from like the first generations where Team Rocket is like a thing, you know? So that's why I love Team Rocket. I think they're one of the more interesting group of villains, but yeah, these guys are pretty weak. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up his Pokemon, and I'll meet you guys back afterwards. You guys, Clefairy got knocked out. It was mostly me just being really impatient and hurting myself, but anyways, I blew it! Had to use more turtles to save the day. What do you say now? Darn it all, my associates won't stand for this. Alright, so Team Rocket's chilling in Mount Moon. There could only be one reason why. Wild Pokemon are afoot. That's why. Stupid Zubat, you're gonna ruin me. I'm gonna have to go heal up my Clefairy in a minute, but I think right here there's a hidden item? No? Oh, I'm losing it, guys. I don't know where all the hidden items are anymore. No? No? Oh, there we go. Tiny Mushroom. Found it. I knew it was there the whole time. I was just making you guys think I didn't know anything. Alrighty, we're down to 6 repels. We made it out. I healed up Clefairy. Everything's good in the world. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Let's just go ahead and continue through Mount Moon. That girl right there, she's also a trainer. And that kid right there, he's also a trainer. But I was thinking ahead, and I already fought them. We found another Tiny Mushroom. Tiny Mushrooms are all over Mount Moon. These will be useful to us later. Right now, they don't really have a use. And right here, there's another Team Rocket member. I guess we should fight him and see what he says. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. So as I was saying before, Team Rocket has a lot of really weak Pokemon. They tend to use poison types or kind of like, you know, Rattatas, the more basic vanilla Pokemons. You know, easy to capture Pokemon, basically, because You know, there's a lot of Team Rocket grunts. There's lots of members we're going to encounter, and they gotta, you know, give them Pokemon somehow. Like, Team Rocket isn't a group of, like, skilled trainers who are great at dealing with Pokemon. They're a bunch of thieves, and like he said, gangsters. They're as close to gangsters in the Pokemon world as we're gonna get. But one thing, too, I really like about Team Rocket is they're more like a mafia group, except, like, a public mafia. Like, everyone knows about them. Everyone knows to fear them, and they don't really try to hide where they are or that they're evil. Like, you'll see what I mean later. But I'm gonna go ahead and take out this guy too, because he's kind of a joke. And Ekans fainted. Clefairy levels up to 17. My god, I love this thing. It's trying to learn Follow Me. Follow Me is not the best move. It's only really good in double battles, so I'm not gonna let Clefairy learn the move. And the Team Rocket Grunt was defeated. So you are good. I am good. Don't you forget it. If you find a fossil, give it to me and scram. That totally makes sense. Team Rocket is here looking for fossils. But why are they being jerks to everybody? I'll never know. Is there something here? There's an Ether. Ether's a really great move. It restores some power points for one of your Pokemon's moves. That's really good that we found one. That'll be handy later. That kid's a trainer. I already fought him, though. I think, yeah, he wasn't a challenge. The trainers here, they're not that strong, except I remember this guy. He gave me some trouble. We'll fight him in a second. I just want to grab this. A Moonstone. Moonstones are an evolution item. We can use them on certain Pokemon to evolve them. Luckily, our Clefairy is one of those Pokemon. So if I wanted to, I could evolve Clefairy, like, right after this battle. But there are some disadvantages to evolving your Pokemon. Like, when you evolve a Pokemon with a Moonstone, or with, like, stones, usually they won't learn any moves anymore. They're just going to be stuck with whatever they had as, you know, their previous stage. So there are some benefits to not evolving your Pokemon immediately. And right there is one of them. There is this particular move that I want Clefairy to learn. So that's why I'm going to hold off on evolving Clefairy. And let me go ahead and kill this guy real quick. I'll be right back. Not even a challenge. Let's continue onward, everybody. This is the main road we're supposed to be going down. Talk to these rocks some more. I love talking to rocks, guys. It's honestly, as a kid, I would always talk to rocks. My mom thought it was weird. I thought it was normal. But yeah, we always had some good times, me and the rocks. Let's go ahead and check up over here. There's an item. A revive. Revives are very handy. We'll be able to buy those later, but for now it's very rare and extremely helpful. What they do is they'll revive a fainted Pokemon. And by the way, there are some disadvantages to letting your Pokemon faint. A reason why I like to go heal all the time is so my Pokemon like me. I know that sounds kind of weird, but when a Pokemon faints, it'll like you a little bit less, because Pokemon have like a hidden happiness meter. And some Pokemon will actually evolve once they reach full happiness. Anyways, little kids shouldn't be messing around with grown-ups. It could be bad news. Pokemon lived here long before people came. That's a good thing to say, you're not wrong. I don't know what the point of that was. By the way, Clefairy almost died in that fight. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal her up. Oh, there we go. 20 hit points restored. I think that'll be enough. I hope. I'm mostly hoping. I don't know. Let's go ahead and continue through the path that we're given. Alright, there should be another Rocket Grunt over here. Here he is. We, Team Rocket, shall find the fossils. Reviving Pokemon from them will earn us a huge rich. I said that completely wrong, but you know what I meant. They're gonna get a huge rich, guys. If your name's Rich, watch out. Damn, Clefairy always about to die? My god. To be fair, she wasn't fully healed, but anyways. You made me mad. Team Rocket will blacklist you. Oh darn. I'm so sad. Ah, stupid repels. Alright, over here I know there's a hidden item. Another Moonstone! Moonstones are extremely rare, so this is good that we're getting a few. Oh, scientist over here. Let me, Yep, let's just go for it. Hey, stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine. Oh my goodness. Super Nerd Miguel would like to battle. This is my favorite trainer class, by the way, the Super Nerds. They are so cool. I love them so much. Let's go ahead and sing. Oh, it missed! Of course you missed! And Sing's disabled. By the way, this is a Grimer. He's a pure poison type. They have very good defense. So this isn't going to be doing much damage. And I don't know if I showed this, guys, but Clefairy had some pretty okay moves when I first caught it. Oh, wow. 5 times in a row. That's awesome. It knew Pound, Tail Whip, I believe, or Growl. It learned Pound, Ground, and Encore. That's what it knew. And then leveling up, it gained Double Slap and Sing. Sing has the chance of making its opponent sleep. Double Slap does what it showed before. It's a very weak move, but it has a chance of hitting 5 times in a row. Now he's using Coughing. Coughing, I see. I really wanted to use a Coughing, but I just used one in my my playthrough of Alpha Sapphire. So that's why I was thinking I had to pick a different poison type, but then we got the shiny Zubat. That is so crazy. I still can't believe that. And I guess while we're in this battle, I guess I should mention something. I had said that I already caught a poison-type Pokemon, and I'm using it for my team. There is nothing wrong with having Pokemon of the same type in your team, but one of the disadvantages is, like, if you have a team of all water types, if you ever fought, like, somebody who had a grass Pokemon, you could be in some serious danger. But it's definitely possible. I know people who just use one Pokemon on their whole playthroughs, people who use, like, a whole type. In fact, those are considered, like, a challenge playthrough and everything. But what I like to do is I like to catch different Pokemon. I usually will keep one person that I've used before on my team, or a couple, and then I try to use a couple new people that I've never used before, and I also like to use different types, you know, just so I can play around with them. Try to, you know, expand my knowledge and my comfort with which Pokemon I can use, you know? That's just me. That's how I do things, and that's how I'm going to be doing this playthrough. I don't think I haven't said that yet, so I thought I'd say it now before we got too far in the series. And, you know, people ask questions. And I think this guy's done. Wartortle grew to level 19. That's awesome. Oh, and he's trying to learn Bite. Bite is one of my favorite moves for early game. It's a Dark-type move. It's a physical attack. And it has the chance of making your opponent flinch. If you attack first and you make your opponent flinch, they won't be able to do the attack they were planning to do. So that's very handy. Wartortle and Bite. Awesome. Player defeated. Super Nerd Miguel. Okay, I'll share. Awesome! So Team Rocket was trying to, you know, find some fossils, but this kid that we just randomly walked by attacked us and felt bad. Now, these fossils, what we can do with them later on... Oh, I forgot. Clefairy's poison. So every time we take a few steps, Clefairy's going to take some damage, which is very annoying. But yeah, back to the fossils. What we can do with these is take them to Cinnabar Island, a place later on in our journey. There's a lab there that will revive the fossils and turn them back into the Pokemon that they're fossils of. Yep, this is just what the guy said. So let's go ahead, grab this antidote. I knew it was there, because I'm a nerd. We're going to use this. I already had one, I didn't know. We're going to use it on Clefairy, so she won't be poisoned anymore, and I'm probably going to use a potion on her, just because I don't want her to really die. There we go. She's fully healed, and here we go. I think this is the exit. No, it's not. Oh, this one. This one looks odd. Tiny mushroom. Awesome. And this is the right ladder. There we go. Route 4. We are out of here, guys. We made it through Mount Moon. And we're on our way to Cerulean City. You guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm MrEnvelope, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye. But I get to pick first, because Oak hates his grandson. Alright, over here we have Bulbasaur, the grass-type Pokemon. We have Squirtle, the water-type Pokemon.
Hiding in the house.
Thanks!
Nope.
Okay, another one. Another one's coming. Oh, I hit the villager! Oh.